I'm everything. I'm a basketball horse.
I'm the
I'm
ocean.
a bird of clouds. Oh my God. Thank you.
Remember when I threw the ball at you?
I was just telling him about that. Because we played ball in the park.
Did you throw the ball
Yes.
to me? Yeah, that's right. And then I was like,
You threw it to I threw it to you.
I threw it. I didn't even throw it to you. I threw it
You
directly
threw it at me.
you.
Like a bully who actually wants to be my friend. And that's how
That is our relationship.
You threw it at me.
Yeah, I'm like Helga from Hey Arnold.
Yes.
Where I like bully you and I'm just like, actually, I'm really in love with you.
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot to put lotion on my tattoo.
Oh no.
Actually, it's
how's she doing?
it's healed pretty
Oh,
well.
looks good.
Dude, when you fucking keep the second skin on for so long,
Mhm.
I kept it on for a full week and it's all healed.
Did you eat it like that lizard you sent me a
Yes.
video of?
Yes, I ate
Allie
it.
sent me a video the other day and it was like a
It was a gecko.
fuck.
No, we're talking about bugs and
Trust in your
reptiles
identity.
again.
Trust in your identity. I also questioned it as a lizard and then I was
I
wrong.
questioned it as a lizard.
Trust in your identity.
But when you-
Identity.
Trust in your
Ability.
identity as a lizard.
It becomes just completely distorted over the course of the pod.
No. Dude, it's like telephone.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But it's looking good.
Yeah, no, it's great. Every time I get a new tattoo, I'm like, fuck, I gotta fill in all these other places now.
Yeah.
Like, look at this big gap I have. Just in the
Mhm.
middle, like over my joint.
You got to get all those teeth that you wanted.
Well, yeah, I want to get this tooth. I think I'm going to I might get an oyster right here.
Yeah.
This is so boring. I really feel like when I talk about getting tattoos, it's the most boring thing in the world.
We did talk about this yesterday. Wait, not yesterday.
Last week,
Last
we talked
week.
about the
Mhm.
lizard tattoo.
Yeah.
Did I say the thing about filling everything in?
I don't know. I feel like
You
this
know what? I'm
whole
just
week
gonna
has
stop. It
been
might-
nothing for me because
Tattoos
I
are
was sick.
so uninteresting.
All right, let's stop.
People always ask me, they're like, one time I was...
Stop! Stop it! I'm ending this now.
You're right. I'm going to stop talking about tattoos.
Hey, welcome to Worthless Clowns.
Stop!
That's how I stop you from talking. I start the intro to the pod, even
Yeah.
if we're in a regular conversation. You're talking about your tats, and I'm like, welcome to Worthless Clowns.
Yeah. Oh, God. I have no impulse control, so I talk about things I shouldn't all the time. It's before I say the
No,
word.
I asked those. It was
I know,
started
yeah,
it.
but I feel like it's fucking boring for the pod. But this is funny, I think.
all right. All right. Better be.
I was in Florida,
Oh, yep. It's gonna be.
and I was in Florida before I went on the cruise with Linda, which tomorrow's her birthday.
Oh my god.
I know. I'm gonna call her tomorrow and put her on speed because I'm hanging out with Dave all day tomorrow, and I'm like, you got to hear this lady's accent.
Yeah.
It's fucking
I have
insane.
this urge to text her, even though I don't know her well enough to do that.
And she doesn't remember your name or who you are.
She asked my name so many times.
One time we were at an airport and Linda called me and I was on the phone with Linda. I think I was with you.
I don't know.
And I was like, say hi to Brittany. And she's like, do I know her? That was
Why
you,
can't I
right?
get into this woman's brain?
I know. You just
This
don't.
is gonna mess me up.
Yeah, she's also like 70. So.
Yeah.
But I was in Florida and one of Linda's daughter's roommates, I was like sitting outside, like reading a book, and which I also didn't finish.
Mm-hmm.
And
Allie never finishes a book.
never finish a fucking book.
She
bro.
never finds out if the people like the Comanches, she never found out if they were good or bad, but
I
she
know.
loves them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You gotta be careful with that stuff.
Yeah, it's like
Imagine only reading half of Jordan Peterson's book
I know.
and then not
And then
finding,
not
I
finding
mean,
out that he
you
has a
kinda
pill
find out.
addiction.
You kind of find out throughout, but
Yeah. But I was talking to fucking Catherine's roommate, and she was like, "What are your tattoos?" And I'm like, "What a stupid fucking question that is."
is it? I think
What?
she's trying to relate to you.
I know, but I know she is. But I'm like, you want me to go through all my tattoos and explain what they are?
Yeah, just pick one.
Yeah, or be like, "That's cool. What does it mean?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want
Oh,
me
I
to
like that.
Yeah, you want me to take you on a tour of all my
Yeah.
fucking tattoos?
Mhm.
What are I
I've
just
definitely asked someone to do this before,
yeah.
but I do think it's weird.
Also, I have tattoos where I'm like, I got this because my uncle was murdered.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I'm like,
And the tattoo says, "Oh well."
yeah, that is true. Have I said that on the pod
I
before?
don't know, but you told me. Tell it anyway.
Okay, wait, let's do the intro and I'll say that for my stupid
All right.
story.
Welcome to Worthless Clowns. God. I said clowns.
Plowns. Welcome to Perthless Plowns.
the podcast about Stupid Whale are on Brittany Cardwell, Bretonnis Cardwell on Instagram. The pod's Instagram is Worthless Clowns. Hey, I did it this time.
Hey, and we have a YouTube channel. Subscribe on our YouTube. If you look up Worthless Clowns on literally anything, I think it's because our name is like so specific.
Mm-hmm.
We have like great SEO.
Oh, we do? Good.
Yeah. If you Google Worthless Clowns, we come up.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And I'm Allie O'Neill, and you can follow me on Instagram at It's Allie O'Neill. And please rate and subscribe our fucking podcast.
Yeah, please.
I went on Apple Podcasts the other day, and we have 2 reviews, and they're both positive.
Yeah. Those are really old, and one of them is from another podcast who asked us to review their podcast in exchange for a review for our podcast. So
fuck.
Yeah.
Did you end up reviewing that pod?
I did, yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
I can't remember what I wrote, but I said it was good.
Mm.
And I did listen to part of their Overshadowed. You guys should listen to that pod too. It's a history podcast
Who
with
runs
Charles Engel and Zach Russell.
Oh, yeah.
Two comics in New York City. It's history, but it's called Overshadowed because they picked a person or a thing in history that wasn't the main focus that you usually hear about, but like some other thing going on.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's a cool take.
Yeah.
And they're really funny and silly and
yeah.
And this is not about them. So we're done. We promoted you guys, all right?
Stop.
Now I gotta message them and be like, hey, can you talk about us on your pod in exchange for us talking about you on our pod?
Yeah.
Just because I already did it.
Yeah, and then
I want something out of it.
Yeah, I know.
What was the purpose of this?
Yeah. Oh, I'm just being
value.
nice for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
But okay, I'll get into my stupid story.
Oh, wait, do we want to... Halloween's coming up.
Halloween's coming up.
Do we want to do this first?
I can tell that Halloween's coming up because
oh my
of the color of your
God.
shirt and pants.
I wore it for...
You look like a pumpkin. I'm sorry.
There's also some orange food stains on my pants. So
oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
so it really ties it all together. Yeah. Oh, man. What do you got to say about Halloween?
Well, do you know what you're going to be?
Yeah,
year?
I do know what I'm going to be.
Oh, yeah. We've talked about this so many times. I know what you're going to be.
Yeah.
But tell the...
Okay, so there is a one-hit wonder that came out in like 1994. I'm going to actually play the song.
Yeah.
Because people think that they have no idea what this is.
Oh, I know the song.
I know, yeah.
Everyone
you know
knows
the song. Everybody knows this song, but whenever I say the name of the band or the name of the song, like people are like, they don't like remember, they don't know it by name, but once they hear it, they know it.
I know the name of the song. What's the band name?
Crazy Town.
I was going to say Crazy Town.
Yeah.
But I thought I was wrong.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
This is also a Red Hot Chili Peppers sample.
This is a good song. How come I never hear this at karaoke? Allie, we should do this together next time at karaoke.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, fuck my ass. Nancy. Oh, sexy, almost evil. Talking about butterflies in my head.
Also, I love when I sing a song and I didn't know if I knew the lyrics, but I knew it.
And then
enough.
you surprise yourself by knowing.
Yeah. Just now I'm like, that's a good day. You had a good day.
Anyway, okay, so
yeah,
this album cover, we'll post it on the Instagram or whatever. So this album cover has like a cartoon sexy devil lady on it. And I remember like so that song was like really big when I was younger. Let me see what year it fucking came out. 1999.
Yeah.
So that song was like huge when I was a child, and it was a very formative text for me.
How old would you have been?
6.
Oh my God.
But also that song had like longevity. Like I remember listening to it, like it would come on the radio a lot on the alt station I listened to. And it just came on all the time. And like my mom played it a lot and stuff like that. It was always in like mixed CDs that she made and whatever. And so like, so the album cover is this like sexy cartoon devil lady who has like tattoos and she's like licking a lollipop and stuff.
It's a really cool picture.
It's a cool graphic and it's been like just so burned in my mind. And I think it's because it was the first time I ever felt an attraction towards a woman. I was like coming into my sexual awakening. I was like at this like sexy devil lady. And then like a year ago, I was talking to somebody and I was like, dude, this is the first time I ever felt a sexual attraction towards a woman. And they were like, that's you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God.
It's her.
I have been trying to become this lady my entire life.
Just so you can come.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, oh my God, I've been trying to be this lady my entire life.
Man, that's so
Which
funny.
is like such an insane like arc in my psyche.
Yeah.
And
you're getting close.
I'm getting real close. I have this fucking tattoo, and I could be like, "Nyeh."
What do you think's gonna happen to you when you become her on Halloween?
Then I'll die.
Yeah, you just burst into flames. You go to the hell that she's from.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, dude, what's up?
The hell.
My mom's here.
There's a bunch of different ones.
Yeah,
hells are like counties, you know?
Counties, yeah.
They're all different. They got different rules.
Yeah. They're like the different parts of Canada that I don't quite understand because they're not states like America.
Which hell do you vote in?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We had to move to a different county in hell because it had better schools.
Yeah. It's all the same problems.
Yeah. And so I'm going to be that lady for Halloween, and literally nobody is going to know what I am supposed to be. And then I'm going to have to pull up a picture on my phone.
Yeah.
And
but you're finally going to feel like...
I'm going to feel like me.
The closest to you you've ever felt.
Yeah.
This is a big day for you. You should really celebrate that day.
Yeah, I'm going to like materialize as a different lady.
I got to find out.
Maybe I'll finally be confident.
Yeah. I got to find out who I am, and then I could be that for Halloween.
Yeah. Some kind of dog.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Or
Brittany.
like a scared deer who's trying to be confident.
A scared deer that's trying to be confident. You could be an elk. You should be an elk for Halloween.
I should be an elk.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be fun. Because you mainly just need the horns and stuff and some ears.
Yeah, and then you can wear a slutty little brown dress.
Yeah, and a cute little tail.
Yeah. And then you can scream.
The thing is,
I
don't really... I don't get very into sexy costumes.
I know. I was joking because I knew that you wouldn't wear a sexy costume.
If I was going to be an elk, I would just be too warm at the party because I would fully do the like fur all over me and hooves and everything.
Have you seen this?
I've done this before.
Of an elk?
Oh my God. It's sticking its tongue out repeatedly.
At a girl elk's ass.
That's so funny. And now he's screaming because she ran away.
There's like a bunch of videos like that where the boy elk is like at the lady's ass and she's like running away. And then she runs away successfully and he's like, ah!
He's like Alex Jones.
I know. They're making the freaking frogs gay.
We were just watching that. We were just talking about Alex Jones and how he...
I love Alex Jones.
I love him in a way, too.
I love his character. I wish he wasn't causing so much pain to parents whose kids were shot. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, I wish he was just like a silly, goofy guy who was like that.
Yeah.
And not...
like he's doing a bit. If he was doing a bit, he'd be great.
That's why I would love to live in a reality where Alex Jones is just the Andy Kaufman of our generation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's just being Andy Kaufman and being like, I could wrestle any woman here.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's... I mean, I'm not going to go on and on about this because we talked about it on the pod before. But Alex Jones is one of the people my ex got into. Like, for real.
Whoa!
But I thought this whole time he was getting into Alex Jones.
Jordan Peterson,
Tucker Carlson, the other dude.
Oh, he was getting into... Because there's...
all the conspiracy theories.
Because all those guys, like, there are guys who are like... There's a thinly veiled thing where they're like, I'm not Republican. I just think people need to take personal responsibility. Yeah. And that's like the Tim Ferriss and... like Jordan Peterson and a lot of those guys who like went on the Rogan podcast and they're like, we're not being dicks. We're just asking questions. Like, are trans people real?
Yeah.
And then there's the people who are just like very deliberately like conservative and conspiracy theorists and are like genuinely harming people with their rhetoric.
Yeah.
And the other people are pretending that they're not, but they actually are.
Yeah.
So I didn't know he was getting into the actually.
No.
Because my ex.
But the thing is, I thought it was a bit for months because I like those people as a character that's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And I like knowing what they're up to and what the way they think and stuff. Because I think it's so insane. Yeah, it's fascinating. Yeah. And I thought he was doing the same thing because I thought we knew each other. And so for like months...
Because I thought we knew each other.
For months, I'm like, yeah, ha, ha, ha. And like, he'd send me stuff and I'd be like, yeah, ha, ha, ha. You know, just over and over. And I'm like, I love this guy. And then I started to realize over time it was like real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what were you going to say?
Well, my ex, not my bad ex, my good ex, he got into the guys who are like thinly veiled, not conservative. And he got into Jordan Peterson and stuff. He definitely wasn't like, he definitely was a kid who never had any real problems in his life. And is like, why are people complaining?
This is the guy who thought he hit rock bottom because he threw up in his bed.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. He was a super nice guy. He just had like so little like, it's hard to explain because like when I say things like this, it makes him sound like a dick.
Yeah.
He had very little empathy because he had no curiosity about learning about other people's whatever.
And he hadn't gone through a lot.
And he hadn't been through like anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like he came from like a really well-to-do family and like whatever. And then I would like react emotionally to situations because I grew up in a very traumatic household. And then he'd be like, I don't understand why you're acting like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
You're crying because you dropped your shampoo bottle again?
Yeah, I know. And he's like, what the hell? And I'm like, I'm scared all the time.
Yeah.
But he was like a good boyfriend and like a nice guy and whatever. And like he just had his like flaws. And like I'm hoping, I don't talk to him anymore, but I'm hoping that like all of that was like maturity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like maybe he's become a little bit more like cognitive of like the world and how it works and like whatever.
Probably.
Anyway, we would watch Alex Jones, but we were both on the same page because we thought he was hilarious.
Yeah.
So we'd go to like Infowars.com and like watch his stream.
Yeah.
We'd get like super high and watch it and be like, this is fucking funny. And then like half an hour later, we'd just be like numb watching it. Because like the way that like the show is it's just assaulting your senses.
Yeah.
And like
it's so emotional.
You. Yes.
It's like very intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
Man.
And then, like, I remember there's this one segment about this guy who was talking about, like, how architecture and how it's, like, changing and looking more modern and clean is, like, trying to be oppressive. It's like, it was so funny.
That was on Alex Jones?
Yes.
Weird.
Yeah. They were like, they're trying to fucking brainwash you into all thinking
That's just like another version of an old guy thinking new cars suck.
I know, yeah. It's like man shouts at sky.
Yeah.
It's like that Simpsons thing. Yeah. Old man shouts at sky, and then they're shaking the fist at the sky. Yeah. Young man shouts at building. That's what it fucking is.
Man, I'm excited for your costume, though.
Yeah.
She has little freckles, right?
I don't know. I don't think she does. I was like looking at this, because you know what I think I'm going to do? This is so lame of me, but I think it would be really cool if I looked at the lighting in the picture and tried to set up the lighting in my room because I have like color changing bulbs. Took a picture of myself, put it in Photoshop, and then photoshopped myself to look like a little illustrated. Oh. And then like redo the entire album cover, but with me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Wait. It does, except are you then going to mimic that on your face?
That's what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to like, because like obviously she's a cartoon, so she has like big eyes and stuff like that. And I can like do that in Photoshop and like edit me a little bit to look like her, to like look cartoony. Yeah,
but in person, what are you going to be?
I'm going to be the same thing, but I just think it would be cool content.
Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because also people don't really know that I'm a graphic designer, and then I'll be like, I made this.
Yeah.
You know? Because I don't really post a lot of my graphic design shit on
True. Yeah.
Whatever.
I've been racking my brain about costumes. For a minute, I was like, I want to be a gross bug.
Yeah, you were telling me that.
I heard Maxim laugh.
You should be like a moth and dress in white and have wings.
Well, moth was my other idea.
And then cover yourself in talcum powder.
Exactly.
So you're leaving dust everywhere.
Yeah, I want it to be a disgusting
that would be so cool.
moth. And I like that idea because it's gross and scary, and I like the idea of it actually being disgusting for people around me.
Also, if you just put a hole in a bed sheet and had your head stick through it, you could have like a poncho, and that could be the wings. You know what I mean? It would be easy DIY.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting like a gross like old suede coat and putting it over like like light wires for the wings. So that's one option.
You have to be covered in talcum powder, dude.
Yes, it has to be so gross.
Yeah, you have to like make a mess everywhere.
I have to look like,
and then you have to move really erratically into people's eyes.
Yeah. That's the worst part of the moth.
Yeah,
you can't predict them. That's what's scary about them.
Yeah,
I hate them. And I like a lot of bugs.
Dude, what if you become the moth and you have the same feeling that I become when I become
oh
that
my
lady?
God. What would that even mean?
Yeah, I know. You'd be like, I think I'm disgusting.
Yeah, I am. And my other idea, which I think would be really cool and look awesome, but it will take me like 8 hours to make, is to be like a cloud of birds. And here's what I would do. The first layer would be, it's a blue sweatshirt, right? What?
So stupid.
It's a great idea.
A cloud of birds. I think I want to be a cloud of birds.
Bird clouds.
Yeah.
I know it's called flock of birds, but they're not.
Walk a flock of birds.
It's not the fact that they're grouped. It's the fact that they're a cloud.
Walk a flock of birds.
Walk a flock of birds.
You could be Walk a flock of birds, dude.
I actually don't know what this is.
You could dress up as Walk a flock of flame. He's a rapper.
Oh, okay.
And then just have birds all over you.
Yeah.
And you could be Walk a flock of birds.
I just want to be a real cloud of birds, okay?
Oh, God. Brittany,
wait, so the
what
first
about
layer,
the wordplay?
What do you think, though? The first layer is a big blue, like, baggy sweatshirt, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's got a bunch of bird stickers all over it and a bunch of drawings of birds. And then the second layer is little wires with birds from a craft store. Coming off of me at different layers. Yeah. But it's too hard. It's way too hard.
But I think you could do like a watered down version of that where you just do the birds that are on your sweatshirt.
That's true. I could start with that, and if I have extra time, I could do the layers.
Yeah, and if you just like print out a bunch of stuff and stick it to the whatever.
Yeah.
And get like bird stickers.
Yes. Okay.
Birds.
I think I'm going to do that because I don't think I have time to be a moth,
bro.
even though I like, cloud. Bird cloud.
Sorry. A bunch of birds.
Yeah.
I love, you show up to a party, people are like, what are you? And you're like, I'm just a bunch of birds.
I know. I thought of that the night I was thinking of it. I was like, bird cloud. And I was like, people are not going to understand that.
And
so
they're going to be like, what?
I'm gonna be a bunch of birds. It just sounds ridiculous.
I'm just a bunch of birds.
I'm a bunch of birds.
God, your mind is a palace, Brittany.
Last year, I was eyeballs. A bunch of eyeballs.
I know. Yeah, you like.
Or wait, 2 years ago.
I remember you took that sweater out before me and Cassie went out for New Year's.
Oh yeah.
And I have a video of you shaking it at me because it makes so much noise.
We gotta put that on the pod.
Eyes.
Yeah.
And you're just like. and then I that same night took a picture of you like in your home kneeling and brushing your teeth.
Oh yeah.
It looks like you're squatting like one of those like Russian squats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. The eye thing. I like how it turned out, but it looks so different than what I imagined.
Yeah.
Because initially I was going to cover my entire body with googly eyes.
Yeah.
Like on my
skin.
Well, no. I can't think of what they're called. Like my leggings. Yeah. On my shirt. I actually just kept thinking skin and I couldn't like.
You're like, well.
I was like, interference.
I know. And then I said skin and you're like, no.
I'm like, stop.
Stop it.
Yeah. Well, we can't go on and on about.
You love putting
a
lot of little things on a shirt.
I guess I do lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Past couple of years.
Yeah.
Also, you were the ocean, right?
I was the ocean one year. That was fun.
How did you put that together?
That I just bought I found this big billowy silk shirt at a thrift store that looked like an aquarium. Like a fancy, It had fish all over.
Yeah.
It had a bunch of like.
That's also a bunch of little things on a big thing.
That's true. It is. And
weren't you space?
No, I think I thought about being space before.
Oh, gotcha.
But so that was
you
like
love being something that's like way out there, like some concept.
It's too big.
You love being a concept.
I guess. So,
not even like a character.
Yeah. Oh man, there are a lot of those.
Yeah.
I was a horse 1 year. Surprise. I wanted to be a horse so bad. Like, I wanted to be a horse, but I also really wanted to be a horse for Halloween. Like every year when I was a kid, and my mom would not make the costume or help me
I was
make
a cat
costume.
all the time.
Yeah. I was just like Jasmine like 4 years in a row because I had Jasmine pajamas.
Yeah, and you have
so
dark
I wore
hair.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you did the brown face too.
Yeah, of course.
Have you heard Augie Lutz's joke about his mom doing blackface a bunch of times?
No.
Oh, you have to.
Oh my
it's
God.
so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I gotta hear it.
But
the horse though was a basketball horse. That's what I thought of it as.
You know what?
There's a horse that plays basketball.
Also, you made that basketball horse plate for your dad. I'm seeing a lot of themes.
Oh my God.
I'm seeing a lot of themes in your life, and I don't know what they mean
Maybe
at all.
I've already been me this whole time.
Yeah. You're like, I'm a basketball horse.
I'm everything. I'm a basketball horse.
I'm the ocean.
I'm a bird of clouds. Oh my God.
Bro.
I haven't talked to enough people this week because I've been sick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my words aren't in the right places.
Your words aren't in the right places. What the hell?
But the basketball horse was funny because I was like, it's a horse that plays basketball. So I wore like gear and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, oh, you're a mascot. I'm like, I'm not a mascot. I'm a horse that plays basketball.
Dude, you know what you also could be this year?
What?
You could be the sassy elephant that's the mascot for
Oh my
Liberty.
God. I love her so much. I thought about being an elephant, but I was like, I'm going to be too warm.
Yeah. And then also, Steve Rogers will never stop talking to you.
That's the other thing is I was like, elephants are Steve's thing. I can't be like taking his, like I'm copying Steve by liking elephants.
That's what everybody will think. You're right.
Exactly.
That's right. Everybody will think
to a party wearing the same concept as Steve.
And then he's like, I'm also the mascot from the Liberty.
Yeah.
Also wearing a nose all night would suck.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that would suck.
Should we get into our post?
Oh, man. Are we that far through?
Yeah, we started at like 4:15.
Christ.
Yeah.
Holy
started
shit.
late.
Yeah, we should get into it.
Let's get into our little posty. I'll save, you know what? I'm going to write down this story. Dead Uncle Tattoo.
Write her down. Oh, God. My leg got itchy.
Dead Uncle Tattoo. And then...
Wait, one more thing about the horse costume before we get into this. Have I shown you the pictures of it?
The what?
The pictures of the horse costume?
No, you have pictures?
Well, I got pictures. I'll show you after. I'll put them on the Instagram. But it was made out of beer boxes. I made the head I made it in college, so we had a lot of like beer boxes around.
Yeah.
And it's got felt all over it.
Because Brittany partied.
Oh yeah, I did. And it has these huge eyes, it has a mane and everything.
Wow.
And it looks ridiculous.
I also love that you're a basketball horse in college.
Yeah. It was also one of the worst Halloween parties I've ever been to because I'm wearing this big cardboard box the whole time.
Yeah.
There's pictures of me looking at my cell phone like as the horse. But the head, my dad kept it. My dad gets really sentimental about little weird things that I do.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate because it means he sees me being ridiculous and is like, I like that.
Yeah, and it's sweet.
Even though he wants me to be serious, but it's like nice. So he wanted to keep the horse head.
That's so funny.
So he has the horse head. This is a party probably from 2009 where I made this horse head. And he has it in his workshop, his garage.
Wow.
Where he works on cars and everything. And he's just got this one big horse head up there. And like a bunch of squirrels got in there and just ate. He just would see it rustling around. There's like a bunch of squirrels eating at this old cardboard. But he kept it. He still got it.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, it's cute.
That's so nice of him.
Yeah.
God, I love that.
I guess he does love me. Okay, the post. We're going to read a post from an internet user who we think is being dumb in some way. Feel free to chime in, Allie.
Oh, okay.
Like you're a guest. Feel free to get in here.
You also say that to every guest, and you phrase it the same way every time. You're like, feel free to chime in.
I
know.
I hate myself. I hate when I say the same things over and over.
No, it's great. It means that you've got it on lock.
I guess. Can you use different words sometimes, Bernie?
I don't think you need to. I like the words you're using.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Stop. Am I the asshole for getting rid of my wife's wedding shoes? What? Have you ever had someone just get rid of your stuff?
No, my mom was such a pack rat. She was like kind of a hoarder.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked that up from her. If you look in my closet, there's a ton of boxes in there full of shit that I will not throw away, but also never use.
Yeah.
I do that constantly.
I can get like that.
Yeah.
My dad has done this to multiple people in the family.
Oh,
I would
really?
never throw away someone else's stuff without asking them.
Of course not.
But he did this with my mom's rock collection. A collection. My mom loves rocks. We'll go on vacation and we're trying to connect as a family and she gets obsessed with finding rocks. You can't even talk to her. She's just like finding rocks on the beach.
Is your mom a penguin?
Anyway, he threw away her rock collection. That's crazy.
That's insane.
She was so mad.
Were there some good rocks in there?
Yeah. I used to go through her collection like every week as a kid. And I would take all the rocks out and like organize them and polish them and everything.
Wow.
I liked the rock collection.
Once a week you would polish them?
It was regularly. They were in this huge bucket. It was way too heavy. And I would like lug it out of the...
Yeah. And then he threw them out?
He threw them out. I guess she never got them back. I feel like maybe he only threw some of them out.
He's like, Lynn, you don't need this many rocks. We
gotta organize these rocks. He just decided which ones sucked.
Yeah, I know. He was like, this one sucks.
Yeah.
Too brown.
They came to visit me in New Zealand one time. And we went to a beach and my mom...
a lot of different rocks in New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
Probably a lot of... You know what? There's probably a lot of volcanic rocks in New Zealand.
Yes. She picked up like 10 to 15 rocks on this one trip, carried them around, and like was like, I got to take all these rocks home.
That's so funny.
And they weighed so much.
Were they big rocks?
Some of them were too big.
Yeah.
Combined, it was probably like 20 pounds.
Whoa. What the hell?
She loves rocks.
Your mom is autistic.
I know. We all are.
The whole Cardwell family is autistic.
How did we all get it?
I know.
And then she left all of them because she couldn't put them in her suitcase. She probably took like 2.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just the 2 important ones.
Yeah. Don't throw out my rocks. If anyone threw out my stuff, I'd be mad. Even if I didn't want it, I would want the chance to know if I wanted it.
I know, yeah. I'd be like, I would be mad that somebody made the decision for me.
Yeah, my dad did it to my brother one time, and he was so pissed at him.
What did he throw out?
I can't remember, but it was a bunch of stuff that my dad decided was junk, and he thought he was helping my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And he threw it all out of the house. It was like maybe thrown out onto the lawn to be thrown out later.
Yeah.
And I think my brother maybe caught it before it was gone.
Yeah.
But was still pissed. Like,
yeah.
He's going to get rid of all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, now my throat wants to act up. Hold on.
You got to go do a big cough in the bathroom?
I got to go big cough it out. When my wife and I were getting married, we went on a reality TV show where the groom and the groomsmen are given money to plan and fund the wedding with no input or communication from the bride.
That's so terrible.
What is this show? I would watch this. I've never heard of this.
That is a very interesting thing for a show because men will be like, I guess we need a bunch of beer and then we can have chips and dip for the wedding.
Yeah, it's only dip.
Yeah.
And there are too many dips. It's
also,
only dip.
we need to put an hour aside for a pickup basketball game.
Wait, that happened when we went to Sam Evans' Super Bowl party.
Yeah, there were so many dips.
They were all so stressed out, and there were 5 dips.
Dude, there's an episode of Seinfeld. Yeah, I know. It was so many dips. There's an episode of Seinfeld.
Do you want this dip? And do you want this dip?
Yeah.
They were just offering that over and over.
There's an episode of Seinfeld where Elaine is dating that really hot guy who's really dumb. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, David Puddy? I love him.
Yes, David Puddy.
Yeah.
And he's like, why can't you just have dip for dinner? That's why Seinfeld is so timeless.
Yeah.
Because we went to Sam Evans' Super Bowl party and it was dip for dinner.
Yeah, it was. It was so many dips.
And then I had to go do a spot that night.
Yeah, I left early too. I watched halftime and then I left.
Yeah. Look at this.
What?
I look pregnant.
No, I don't think so.
Do I look pregnant? Maxim, do I look pregnant? Somebody say I look pregnant. Somebody please validate me.
Stop!
I'm sorry. Please read the post.
That's like you going,
I love doing that in people's faces.
Who are the people? You guys falling asleep to this? Whoever writes in and says they're falling asleep to our podcast.
Which is insane.
And they don't mean it as like it puts me to sleep. They're like, I listen to it while I'm going to sleep.
That's so bananas because my voice is so abrasive.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. It's not.
Excuse me?
I just heard myself go, yeah, but I didn't mean it.
Anyway.
Okay. Overall, I think I did a good job, albeit. I hate when people write albeit. Also, you know, there are some words I feel like you're not supposed to say. Like you're only supposed to write them.
Oh, like slurs?
No, I mean like heretofore. You can't say that word.
Brittany thinks all 2-4 and the N-word are the same. Brittany, that's pretty fucked up. There's a lot of years of oppression behind one of those words, and the other one you just don't like.
I heard someone say heretofore the other day, and I got so pissed.
Yeah, and you were like, we get it. You went
Same
to college.
Albeit.
I think you can, I feel like you shouldn't write albeit. You can say albeit.
Is it even said that way?
Albeit.
Yeah.
Albeit.
Albeit. Tag
I'll
albeit.
be there for you.
Yeah.
That's that. You could sing it.
Heretofore we have shown.
Dude, there's gotta be a hymn where they say heretofore in it.
Definitely.
That sounds like a hymn.
It's in so many philosophy
Of course.
writings.
Yeah, because everybody's like jerking off thinking they're fucking
They're like,
smart.
Heretofore we have shewn. And they
Shoon?
can't spell because
have
back then there was
shoon.
so much variability in the spelling.
Yeah.
So it's like heretofore, and a bunch of words are combined in the originals.
Yeah.
It'll be like, we have shewn, and it's written SHREWN. Shewn.
Wait, S.
Like instead of shown, it's like,
There's an R in there?
oh no, there's no R. Sorry.
Let's get through
Let's
this
get to the post.
We're just talking about letters again.
You got me again. You got me again with the letters and words.
And we're
You can't say heretofore.
oh god.
It's not meant to be said. Okay. I think I did a good job, but I'm not even saying that word again, but with a few mistakes. A big one being her dress, which she disliked, saying it made her look like a little girl.
That's okay. I don't like the idea of a man picking out my wedding dress and then making me look like a little girl.
Yeah. Like, did it have these puffy sleeves with a little bow on it? That's what I imagine.
It looks like a first communion dress.
Yeah.
I remember like when I was in my family,
Sorry.
they're all Catholic, and like my aunt told me she was like, I remember for your first communion, you would always take a picture like this with like your hands in a prayer pose.
Cute.
And so they would do it all the time in photos because they were like, I was so excited to take that picture.
Mhm.
So if you go through like old family photos of the O'Neills, they're all like, they're like 20 and being like in photos.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Mine are all like, my head's tilted way to the side. For some reason, my dad used to be like, do the pretty girl look. And I interpreted it as like this, like my neck is messed up. So it's like,
You got in a car crash immediately
Yeah.
before.
yes, that's what it looks like. Okay. We're barely through this post. We got to go through. Another mistake were the shoes. I decided to have the wedding on top of a building, and I thought it would be really fair. It wouldn't be really fair to her to have to walk up multiple flights of stairs in heels. So I got her specially made white trainers.
What's a trainer?
I think they're like kind of like running or walking shoes.
Oh, okay.
Like gym shoes or whatever.
Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking like ballet flats, like a little girl would wear. You know what I mean?
I also felt it fit the theme of what I was going for better than heels. On the episode, she was initially repulsed by them, but came around complimenting how cute and comfy they are.
I love the idea of wearing sneakers for your wedding.
Yeah, I think you can wear heels at first and then you got to change.
My friend Leah, who got married, who's a huge fan of this pod. Hi, Leah. How are you? I love you.
Hey, Leah.
She, for her wedding, she just wore like flat sandals under her dress and you couldn't fucking see her feet. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dude,
Yeah.
that rules.
Yeah, and you can't tell.
Yeah.
Like the dresses are so long,
Yeah.
you don't need to see because wearing heels changes the shape of your leg.
Yes,
That's
that's
the
the
whole
whole
point.
Yeah.
So it's irrelevant for
Yeah.
a wedding.
Also, you're already getting married.
Yeah.
You don't need your legs to look hot.
You don't need to know the real shape of my leg.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no, you can know the real. Okay, whatever. We got to get through this.
No.
God, we keep getting really, really
We're having way too much
distracted.
fun today. We're having too much fun on the pod today.
Yeah. All right. So she started coming around to complimenting how cute and comfy they are. However, that was probably just her being optimistic about them. He doesn't believe that she decided she liked them.
Yeah.
After the TV show wedding, we had a more proper wedding that she organized.
Oh, thank God.
She wore the dress modified by a seamstress, but not the shoes, instead wearing heels. She's never worn them since the show. Thinking back on it, I do feel the choice I made for the shoes, and honestly the dress as well, was really embarrassing and tacky and not suitable for a wedding, but perfect for TV, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm saying that.
That would be, it's a good idea to like do that for TV because then she's like, what? Why do I look like a little girl?
Yeah.
It's like, it's good. Yeah, it's good entertainment.
If they just showed up having like a really beautiful wedding in that show, they would have cut most of their wedding out of the show.
Yeah. They probably wouldn't even have aired it.
No. I felt embarrassed, not suitable for the wedding, especially since I dressed myself pretty smart and how you would on a wedding. So sometime last year while we were doing some house cleaning, I decided to give the shoes to a charity shop and put them behind me, so to speak. Man, he's been so stressed about these shoes.
It's like you and May's wedding gift.
I know. I felt bad telling her how stressed I was because then it became about me.
Yeah, I know. And then she's like, it's okay.
I know. Anyway, however, recently she was watching a rerun of our episode. Oh my God. That's like watching your wedding again, but you're watching it on a reality show?
Yeah.
That's funny. And she asked about the shoes, and I explained that I got rid of them, and she was not happy. Saying what right did I have to get rid of her clothing, and that I was spoiling/erasing the memory of the wedding. I explained myself, pointing out she didn't like them, and she never wore them, and it would be better for someone in need to have them, and that we have plenty of photos, and the episode, he came up with so many arguments.
I know, yeah.
Plus, the episode of the wedding is our memories.
He's like, number 1, we have the episode. Number 2. We love lists on this pod, dude.
It's just so funny when people make them. They're so serious. She snapped back, saying she wanted to give the shoes someday to our daughter.
Ugh.
I wish I could see these shoes. He got them custom made.
We could probably find the app.
Yeah. I questioned why, and she didn't really give a proper response. I told her that I can't read her mind and know that she would want to keep the... Yeah, so ask her. Ask if you can throw out the rocks. You can't just do that. Would want to keep the tacky trainers that she's never worn. Since that fight, she's been holding a little grudge towards me, and I don't understand why. Maybe she's right on the shoes being hers.
What do you mean, maybe she's right? They are her shoes.
They're her shoes. They're her memories.
Yeah.
I would keep the shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would keep like a wedding thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'd keep a lot of stuff from the wedding.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I bought them, and I would rather they be had by someone who wears them rather than just in a box all the time.
I'd rather they be had. I thought that was funny.
Was I in the wrong? I'd rather they be had.
I'd rather they be had by somebody. Yeah, this guy's... No. He's wrong.
You can't just... You have to ask to throw away someone's stuff.
Yeah.
No matter what.
No matter what it is.
Unless it's like unless it's like putrid and you have to do something with it.
Yeah. Like
immediately.
Like a piss jar in a room.
Yes. And
that you can throw out.
You know they're not collecting it. Then that's fine.
Unless there's a lot of piss jars, then you should ask.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Man.
You got anything to say about it?
You don't say heretofore. I'm still thinking about that.
Albeit. Is it albeit? I think it's albeit.
Yeah, I think so. But we should talk about this. We should not talk about this.
No, I think he's in the wrong. I think he fucking...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. A hundo P, dude.
He thinks he's got like a practical argument just because someone actually could use the shoes, but people fall too hard on that. Like, he thinks he's being logical, and it's not about that at all.
No.
It's like, obviously, she likes the nostalgia of the shoes.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And I have so much stuff like that.
Same.
I have so much dumb stuff that I just like because of the feeling of...
Yeah, like that fuzzy box you have in your room that you color in.
Yes, exactly. It's like a Lisa Frank jewelry box.
But there's like
Didn't you say you had it?
I had the same exact one, bro. And I wish I could take a picture of it and send it to my dead mom.
Yeah.
Because she'd be like, I remember that thing. And like...
It's probably moldy. Mine.
It's literally... For the listeners at home, I know you know what this is, but like there in the like early 2000s, there was a trend of like a coloring page, but it like all the background was black and all the lines were black velvet. And so then you would color in the little spots.
I want to do another one of these.
Yeah, you'd color in the little spots with like very colorful whatever.
Yeah.
So then like it would be like a very cool picture because it would be like very Lisa Frank where it's like dark black and then like hot pink,
greens,
and the
yellow.
black looks more black because it's like textured and velvet and absorbs more light.
It looks really deep.
Yeah, it's really, it's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually obsessed with this.
You know what? I've never, no one's ever articulated why it looks so cool. And it's that.
Because it's a very deep black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's a little velvet, whatever. And like, if you are a girl who was born like between 1998 and like sometime in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like you probably remember this shit.
Yes.
And
they're so good.
so there was
so many unicorn posters.
Oh, dude.
With velvet.
I loved Lisa Frank is like crack for your eyeballs.
Yeah, it really is. Did you have sticker books?
Of course.
So many sticker books.
And also
I'm
like
just flipping through looking at my stickers.
yeah.
Man.
And then there's like cute little animals with huge eyes.
Yeah.
They're just like cute animals that are so you got too excited. Brittany got really excited about the cute animals
I
and she
hit the
punched
mic
her
into my
mic.
mouth.
And like, dude, it was fucking crack.
It was
crack.
Oh man, it was so good.
And yeah, there like I had the same exact jewelry box where you like opened the top and there was a piece in there. There was space in there, and then there's little drawers in it and shit. And you have it in your adult apartment.
That jewelry box, I remember having so much fun when I got it.
Yeah.
I only colored in parts of it, and I ended up liking it only being partly colored in.
Yeah.
It's like mostly white on black velvet. And it's got like a jungle theme to it.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of lions and like toucans and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I bought it in college, thought it was fun. I brought that to New Zealand with me. I was like, I'm keeping this box. I had it there the whole time, 8 years. And then I brought it back here.
Oh my God,
I've had it for so long. I don't think I can get rid of it.
No.
And it's not as though there's anything actually special to me about it. I just like it a lot.
You've just had it.
And I think part of the reason, I mean, I liked it originally because it reminded me of those things I liked in childhood.
Yeah.
And I thought it was kind of cool looking.
Yeah.
Especially for college.
What do you keep in it?
Well, now it's not, I mean, I keep some important documents in there.
Like your birth certificate, your social security card?
I do, yeah. My social security number, my passport.
That's so
there's
funny.
some old IDs in there. There's
funny.
a bunch of my passwords for everything.
Wow. Oh my God.
And then there's like jewelry, and then there's like some junk in there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that's so
It's
funny.
It's got important stuff. It's like a filing cabinet.
I was literally about to guess that's what was in there.
That's so funny.
There's something about like the shape of that begs to have documents put in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like an open top and you're like, nobody's going to look in here.
It doesn't look like a thing you look in.
Like,
it's got these little drawers.
You know, at my desk, I have that little thing with the drawer.
Mm-hmm.
I have all of my important documents in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the same type of thing. It's just like modern. It's from like IKEA.
Yeah.
And it's like at my desk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a cute little thing.
Yeah. I keep my passport, my birth certificate, my social security card,
man.
Then my...
Someone's going to try and break into both of our apartments.
Dude, the stuff that I do my nails with in there.
Yeah.
And then some really old chapsticks.
Yeah. Yeah, there's always something random in there. I'm going to go through it when I get home and figure out all the weird stuff that's in there.
Yeah, you should take a picture of your social security card in that box and then post it on the Instagram.
Yeah. Just see what happens.
Just see what happens.
Just see if it even matters as much as they tell you it is.
Yeah.
It does.